Hey, everybody. All right. Little tidbit here for today. And, it's something that's so basic that I even hesitate to bring it up. But yet it happens so often that I'm compelled to bring it up. And so, what we're going to talk about is some of the so basic stuff that you need if you're going to be in business and present yourself as a business owner or an entrepreneur or whatever you want to call it, someone who's engaging and promoting themselves and what they're selling or what they're doing as a money making enterprise. That it's embarrassing that this even has to be brought up, but we'll talk about these basics. And these are the basics that you need to have and do to communicate well with other businesses as well as your customers. So here's what you need to have, at least for me, to really feel like you're on the ball doing business. Something I try to do is have a phone. It's fine if you still use a landline, but most people have now switched to cell phones. So have some way of telecommunication. What makes it even great is if you have the voicemail set up, you check the voicemails and you respond to the voicemails. The cherry on top of telecommunications is if you can text message. Now, it may sound weird to conduct business over text message, but I can tell you a lot of our business is conducted over text messaging other businesses, because guess what? We're out working, we're running machinery, they're out working and running machinery. Text, send, basically a tiny little email, sends to them real quick. They'll reply back whenever they can. And I've done a lot of business over text message with other farms. So that covers kind of the voice communication. Have a phone, have voicemail, have it set up, check it and reply to it. Maybe do some text. Fantastic. Second thing, to really, let's wait till this truck goes by here. Put yourself, I guess, in the higher tier, is following up on things. Email. Email is a pretty essential thing, I would say, in today's business world. You can get away without it, and there are people I work with who do not have email. But if you do have email, check it, reply to it. Something I struggle a little bit with, but certainly something I know that needs to be done. So many times, it blows my mind how people who are engaged in B2B type business to business, do not follow up or do not have these basics of communication kind of on lockdown. That for a fact that they're going to look at their phone, they're going to listen to their voicemails, they will reply, maybe they'll send you text messages, or that they will check their email and get back to you. You can even look into messaging on social apps, but that's a whole different level. So if you're in business or you're looking to get started in business, hammer down some of the fundamentals of how you are going to effectively communicate with not only other businesses, but your customers and the team that works with you. Make sure all these things are locked in. You may need to change sales carrier. We're out here in the country. There's only one carrier that works well in our farm, and guess what? We had to switch carriers over to this one. Just so we could have effective communication around the farm and people could actually get a hold of us. So, short and sweet on that one today. Pay attention to the basics of the basics. This is fundamental, simple stuff. It's so easy to put yourself into the upper echelon of self-employed people or people with small companies just by really hitting these basic things. Be on time, on the ball with your communications. Have a wide variety of ways that people can get a hold of you and that you reply to them. You'll be amazed at the rare air that seems to put you in these days, and makes it easier for you to be effective and competitive in your space and on your farm. So that's what we got for you today. Wrapped up our last turkey butchering of the year, so we're happy about that. A lot of stuff going on as we're moving into fall and starting to get dark here, so gonna head inside, but try to do these little nuggets a little bit more often. Something I can just sit down and do in 5 minutes. So hopefully we'll do a couple of these a week. And until next time, remember to get out there and get after it on your farm. And we'll see you around later.